right, y'all, here we go for another ride. You know me, always trying to find a reason to take this baby out for a ride. I'll try to make a quick run to the bank, maybe grab something to eat, and bring my behind back home. Try to make these rides short and sweet, and gradually increase it after a while. So let's take her out. Let's go, baby. See how she do. Or rather, how I do. I'm also trying out this Insta360, trying to see how she holds up to the GoPro 360. Which, in my opinion, I think the GoPro 360 has been out for, goodness, what, 6 years, 7 years now? A little bit outdated. The one I was using previously, it would appear to record the entire ride, but then when I go back and play it back, the frame freezes, but the audio is continually recording the rest of the ride. But there's no video to go with the audio. So that's not good. And so it kind of forced my hand to try this 360. Now, the only problem I might have with this 360 is the recording of the audio while I ride. It connects Bluetooth to my Sena, so that's a plus. I don't have to worry about adapters and all that kind of stuff. So that's a good thing. Another beautiful day to be above ground. Someone used to always tell me, any day when you can look up at the trees instead of looking up at the roots of the trees is a good day. This is a day that the Lord has made, and I shall rejoice and be glad in it. So hopefully this audio comes out pretty good. That way I can use it in motovlog and talk as I go. Normally it's a fight. There's attaching an adapter here and an adapter there, and running wires here and running wires there to my GoPro to try to get some audio. It took me at least 2 years to get my audio right with my GoPro. Just couldn't figure it out. I got a question for you guys out there in YouTube world. Question for you riders. 2 questions actually. One of them is, how do you feel about joining motorcycle clubs? Or how is being in a motorcycle club, how does that benefit you as a rider, and how much do you enjoy it? Or would you rather just be a solo rider? Do you enjoy that more than riding with groups of guys? I guess it's a 3-pronged question, right? So you don't have to be in a motorcycle club to ride with a group of guys. You can just be a group of guys that just ride together regularly and not be under the regulations or the regs of a motorcycle club. So I guess it's 3. Which one would you rather? Solo riding all the time? Group riding with a bunch of friends? Or join a motorcycle club? Or you can put in the comments how it feels to you to do each of them, or which one is your favorite. I tried to join a motorcycle club back in, I want to say 2018. No, not 2018. Maybe 2019, 2020. I'm not going to say which motorcycle club it was, but I enjoyed the camaraderie. I went through the early stages prior to becoming a probie, and everything was going good and dandy. Until I realized that the goal line was being pushed back on me. You're required to do so many miles before you can even become a probie, or you're required to join a majority of the meetings in your time there and be on a couple of long distance rides. Right? So I thought I did that. I thought I went on a couple of rides with them, long distance ones, overnight rides, and I would ride for the locals, for the local causes, show up at the meetings, and when I would approach the captain, or I don't know how they're called nowadays, but the guy that's leading the motorcycle club, he'll say, "No, you didn't do enough, or you haven't been doing enough." And he said, "Okay, well, I'll tell you what. If you're here for the next meeting, next couple of meetings, I'll bring you up for a vote to become a probie." So I was there for the next couple of meetings, and there was no vote. No vote at all. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm a grown man. You're a grown man. We had a conversation, and in that conversation, it was laid out a plan. You told me if I did this, then you would do that. And when I saw that was not being done, I said, you know what? No worries. I'm gonna pull my application to be a member here. So I wrote an email and sent it out to the secretary, the captain, or whatever, president. That's what they call him, president. And I gave my reason why. And that was it. Never went back. Now I made some good camaraderie with a couple guys that were there, and I still stay in contact with them to today. But that was a huge disappointment for me. But I don't know. Maybe that happened for a reason, because I used to hear stories of what they'll make probies do. They'll make probies wash their bikes. Randomly just say, hey, probie, go wash my bike. And the probie's supposed to go wash it. And I'm thinking to myself, ain't no way in the world man going to tell me to go wash his bike. Motorcycle club or no motorcycle club. Ain't nowhere on God's green earth. So I don't know if that was in store for me, but I knew right there that's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. So maybe me pulling my application probably wasn't a bad thing. And I know there got to be regulations. I know there got to be rules. Without rules, society falls apart. I get that. But if I want to go ride with a different group of guys, I don't need to ask permission to my motorcycle club to go ride with those guys. If I want to do an out-of-state ride with somebody or there's a function, I shouldn't have to ask for permission. Or try to see if the group is going so I can go with them or not go at all. So I don't know. I mean, motorcycle club, I guess, is good for some, not good for others. And I'm one of those others. I just don't think it's for me. I enjoy riding with just a group of friends, with a fellow bikers that enjoy the ride, man. But I'm going to tell you something about that, though, man. If you're waiting for people to agree to go out and ride in order for you to ride your bike, you're missing out, man. You're missing out. You shouldn't have to wait for a group of people to agree on the ride. Just ride. Just ride. I'm the kind of person, look, I'll put out there, look, I'm going to be riding on this date. I'm going here. Anybody's welcome to join. I'm not going to ask who's down to do this, who's down to do that. Nah, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Because when you're doing that, now you're depending not only on the other rider, but the other rider's wife. Because they got to give their blessing to this guy, to the rider to ride on that specific day. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna wait for a girl. I'm sorry. Now, if they put out a ride and say, hey, they're gonna do this and this sounds interesting, yeah, and I can go, yeah, I'll join. But don't be waiting for me to ask you, are you okay with this date? You guys want to ride on this? Nah, bro, I ain't doing that. I'm just gonna get up, put my leg over this horse, jump on Missy, and I'm just gonna ride out. Because I enjoy the ride, man. I enjoy the ride. Right now, I'm trying to get back into riding. I haven't done it in a minute. In the last 3 years, this is probably my third or fourth ride. Because I just started after my surgery that I had back in May. I try to find any reason to ride. I try not to be reckless. You know, I'm not going to ride in the rain. If the rain catches me, I got a raincoat. I picked one up the other day. That's all right. I'll make it home. But when I ride, I like to have a purpose. I like to have a destination, a reason. Even if it's to go get a sandwich or a burger, it's still a destination and a reason. I don't want to just ride just to ride. But there are times that when I was riding a lot, there were times I was riding just to ride, just to clear my head. You know, I just ride around the city, the outskirts of the city, or ride downtown. You know, for one reason or another. Yeah, group rides are good too, man. I enjoy them. I enjoy them. I mean, I don't enjoy long group rides because some guys you're gonna have on those group rides, They want to stop a lot at every gas station. They don't miss a gas station. That's cool. You need gas. You need gas. You got to use the restroom. You got to use the restroom. Well, I don't like to do all that stopping unless I'm spending the night. I ain't saying we got to drive all the way through, but man, stopping every hour for 30 minutes? Nah, I can't do that. I'm not doing that. I mean, that's hard. That's tough. And I'm not of the type that I expect you to ride all the way through, even though I would enjoy that. But I'd be conscious and considerate of those with me. So stopping every hour, that's the pain in the neck. And you don't have the freedom to stop when you want, where you want. So it's safe to say I pick and choose what group rides I want to be a part of and where I'm willing to go with the group ride. And it's all going to really depend on who's going. Because you want to be familiar with who rides in that group. You want to be familiar with how they ride. And you want to be familiar with their capabilities are. Sometimes on a group ride, you're going to have that one guy that rides a whole lot slower than everybody else. You always got to be looking back for him. And God forbid he be the second or third person in the ride. He holding up everybody else behind him. And then you have that one person that does not like to stagger properly. I mean, he's lined up right behind your tire, not giving you any, not taking any escape route, no safety precaution. Don't understand the stagger. And then when you correct your stagger to try to help him out, he goes back and puts himself back behind you again. I tell you, man, I can't make this up. I'm sure some of you guys can relate to these two type of group riders. Sometimes I try to, pump my hand, tell the guy, hey man, speed up, catch up, bro. You know what I mean? Or if the guy is a slow one in front of me, I ride up on him a couple times. Not right behind him, but on the side of him. To be like, hey man, look, you gotta catch up, bro. They're leaving us. So I enjoy group riding, but like I said, it has to be with the right people. With the right people. Not the right bike, but with the right people. And solo rides, man, I love solo rides, man. I stop and go whenever I want. I can ride all the way through to my destination. I can make a pit stop. I can take the scenic route. I could stop and see a national monument if I wanted to. And I just take my time. That's probably my best ride when I'm by myself. When I'm by myself. I can soak everything in, man. I'm not an introvert by a long shot, but I have no problem riding by myself. I have no problem sitting in a restaurant eating by myself. I don't drink, so I can't say I go to a bar and drink by myself. But but yeah. What type of riding do you enjoy? Solo riding, group riding, or being part of an MC club and riding with them? Y'all answer in the comments. Appreciate you guys. Um, I'm getting into this motor vlogging. I've made a lot of videos in the past. I just never posted them because of my line of work that I'm in. I used to be kind of not camera shy, but just be a little timid because you say the wrong thing in today's society, you got that cancel culture. And taking the chance of getting your income canceled is not worth it. All right, it ain't worth it. Not for a YouTube channel, not for a motovlog. It ain't worth it because your family depending on you. But man, going through this surgery, realizing that I could have died and passed away, it's like I'm more free now than ever. That's the only reason why I'm starting to post my rides now. Not for clicks or likes, which those are good. And when you get up there, I understand that you get a paycheck for them. But just to share the joy of the ride, man, and to share messages. You know, whatever God might put on my heart. Look at this idiot. Rushing to get to a red light. Don't understand it, man. I never will. But this idiot rushing to get to a red light. But yeah, I just feel like I'm more free, man. Like, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I say what I mean what I say. Don't like it? Hey, keep it pushing. But if you do, like and subscribe and share these videos. Hopefully I'll be able to share more. And as I start increasing my distance riding, start taking some rides to some nice places I've probably already been. But man, it'd be great to see them again, right? And I'll share those experiences with you. Until then, God bless. You guys be good and have a wonderful day. Peace out. All right.
Girls with the nails done. Girls with the nails done. I think the girls with their nails done now.